bit to get good yardage or a touchdown here on second.
I don't disagree with you. The only thing I would say is that run, you hope offensively now gets the eyes of the defenders to focus on it, and you can throw a little play-action pass.
Intended for Smith-Njigba, but it's intercepted. Taron Johnson has it. He's at midfield. He's at the 30. The 10. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Detroit.
Well, that is quite the tone setter and very different between the two sides. Offense, that's a disaster. But defensively, you've just lit the flame of emotion, and now you want to build on it. Wow.
Boswell is good on the extra points. And that's good for a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Laube with the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Dolphins, Simbucky Irving, ready for their next possession. And midway through the season, you can see he's pacing the NFL running backs and receiving touchdowns. A real versatile player for them on offense. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. Met there, and the contact takes him to the sideline. It's going to be about a 22-yard gain. And that's going to be good for a Dolphins first down. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Handoff headed right. Irving. Good defensive effort here. Drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
And the Dolphins first down.
On the give, this is Irving. Taken down after a quality gain there, 15 yards. And that's going to be a Dolphins first down.
15 more yards. That's another Dolphins first down.
Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's first and goal.
Dolphins first down.
Here's the give to Irving. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw.
Irving is hit, and he fumbles that football. And the Lions have recovered it.
Put a check mark by that one. You're going to remember that one, not just over the course of this game, but I guarantee you in the offseason when they're watching effort. That was all about effort. Backs pressed against the wall when you're down here defensively. And that's the type of play the coaches love to see from everyone on the roster.
Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. 20 carries, 104 yards and a touchdown. Now put one of the tight ends in motion. Here's Judkins on second down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. That's set. This is 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. And they're going to get to him. They sit him down at his own 6. And it's Riley Mills. And that's going to bring up a 4th and long. 13 to go. The return begins on their side of midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far. As the Dolphins get set for another drive, let's take a look at Kelvin Shepard, the Lions defensive coordinator. And it's a return for Shepard to where he spent his most productive seasons as a player, Brock. He topped 100 tackles for the Dolphins back in that 2015 season. They fake the handoff. Now Nix. Buys time, rolling right. And it doesn't fall into the breadbasket. Incomplete pass. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, can sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
He's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. A big gain out of Miami. 30 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the
Irving on the inside give. Gets to space right side. And he's all the way down to the 10-yard line.
11 more yards. That's a
So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter one. The Lions out in front. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. First down, and they go right back to it. And he is in with the dive. Touchdown, Dolphins. Bucky Irving, his league-leading 15th touchdown this season. Well, Rocky found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Gabe. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Now, after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Lions offense headed back out, Brock. So let's take a look at their offensive coordinator, Drew Petzing. He's in his first year here with the Lions, the 4th straight as an offensive coordinator in the NFC. He ran the Cardinals offense last 3 seasons. And they're going to have the first down here as that play breaks off for about 19 yards. Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. Lawrence to throw it. Throw finds DeMarcus Robinson. A good tackle as that ball is secured, limits that gain to 8. Great start on that first down. Only need 2 here on second.
At the 48-yard line.
They send a man in motion. From the gun, Judkins is able to drive that pile about a yard. Very smooth set in on that tackle. Third down, 1 yard to go.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Motioning the tight end now. Third down run from Judkins. They get to him, take him down after a gain of 3. And that's going to give the Lions the first down.
The tackle made at the
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First down, Detroit.
Going to the ground again on first. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Dolphins' 41-yard line.
Another gain to Judkins. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They're down at 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Now they send them back in motion right. Third down, Lawrence to throw. He's making a bid for it. Lawrence goes into a slide before that hit can arrive with enough for a first down. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10.
And the Lions first down.
Handoff headed left. It's Judkins. And he manages to reach the 19 before he stops. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
They'll pitch it out to Judkins. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Dolphins bring out a 5th defensive back on 3rd.
And it's third down.
Godwin sent in motion right. Throw here, 3rd down. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Lions.
Number 14,
Chris Godwin, the 8th of the season for him.
Chris Boswell on for the
All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Laube with the return. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. The Dolphins and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And he's already scored once this game, something he's made a bit of a habit of this season. As we see, he's among the league's best at finding that end zone. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 34-yard line.
It's complete. Sanders has got it outright. Down he goes after a pickup of about 12 yards. And that is a Miami first down.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Dolphins first down.
Running left. This is Irving. Still going past the 40. And he's finally brought down at the 33. They got 21 yards on the play. And it's going to be first down Miami.
That's another Dolphins.
Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Buying some time right. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. There's the hit. They're going to force him out of play with a gain of about 12. And that's going to be good for a Dolphins first down.
That's another Dolphins first down.
Irving here from the gun. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
Calais Campbell on the stop. A loss of a yard.
And we won't see another play here, Brock, as the clock reaches 2 minutes to go. More from Hard Rock Stadium after this. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Here's Nix to throw. Short pass brought in. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
It's just kind of the type of play. Why you name a position like this tight end? Because it's going to be tight throws in the contested windows, and you've got to get the job done with people all around you.
And he's going to get there inside the pylon. Touchdown, Miami. Bo Nix, number 3 for him this season.
Hey, Kate, that play, I don't think it started out as a touchdown run. I think he was thinking first down, but all of a sudden, a little bit of space opened up, those afterburners kicked in, and he made himself and his team a phenomenal play.
That one splits the uprights. And we're back square, 14 apiece here. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. On play action now, Lawrence has a man downfield. This is Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40.
30. First down, Lions.
They pitch it out to him here. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle. Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They pitch it to him. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Brought down by Fred Warner. To the line, here's 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Lawrence. And they come up empty on that 3rd down. Would have been good for the first, but couldn't hang on through that hit. It is 4th down.
Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. First down now, ball at the 33. To throw, here's Nix. Into the hands of Smith and Jigba over the middle. And they're going to get to him, bring him down after allowing about 13 on the play. And that's going to be a Dolphins first down.
On the play. That's good for a Dolphins first down.
Throwing here, Nix. Chased out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Now Nix. Flushed out of the pocket. Has a man on target to Johnson. And he gets in the first partner, but they are already acting like this one's not going to stand. Let's listen. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. It's got to come back. Second down out the window. They're backed up here for third down. Nick's looking to throw. He rolls to his right. He's going to run for it. Nick's is hit. He lost that football. But it bounces out of bounds, so they'll retain possession. They go to punt on fourth down, and out heads Tommy Townsend.
The Lions take over first and 10.
They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. This is going to be good for a new set of downs. In the end, about 16 yards on that play. They've got first down here from the 36. One final shot before the half. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. So we're all... Well, the teams are ready. The fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Judkins opening the drive. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with second and 1. Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down.
Brings up second and 1.
And they'll pitch it out to him. Ooh, they're on that one. Second down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
You know, we love to talk about corners. Those corners are both love to tackle and cover. It's kind of the same thing with these defensive ends. Most of them love sacks. They love rushing the quarterback. But those that run down a toss play like that, they separate themselves from others.
Third and long for him here. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Detroit.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. And a good defensive play to knock that one out. We've got second down.
Intended for Mike Gesicki. Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
Lawrence looking to throw. He tucks it and takes off. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
A gain of 30. First down, Lions.
Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. This one held up after just a couple of yards. That makes it second down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
It's Judkins on the counter. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
To the air on third and long. Higgins downfield, and he has it. And they're going to have first and goal as he gets this down to the 4. Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now, in goal to go. Judkins. Can't quite pass that line. They stop him at the 3. They're chipping, Brock. Chipped a little away on that play, and now they can lean on the next couple to finish this drive.
Typically, Kate, it's about 8 to 10 possessions a game in the NFL, right? And you know when you get down here, you do not want to settle for a field goal.
Throwing on second, Lawrence. Finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jaden Higgins. The second score that he has brought in this season. Boswell to add the PAT. Send right down the middle and good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
Dolphins 14.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Laube with the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Play action with Mix. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. He's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Irving on the inside give. He's gotten the first down. That 3-yard gain was enough on that previous play.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down. But you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
And they'll get to him here. Play finally put to an end after about 15 yards gained, and they got that first down too. And this is now a 100-yard gain for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. Nick's off the play action. Headed out right. A risky throw. James Pierce picks it off. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Judkins shoots away from one. Good play call there. 15 yards for their efforts, and they got the first down.
The ball carrier. He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 15. And the Lions first down.
Sticking with Judkins here. Quite the turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
That's caught. Here's Quinshawn Judkins. Near the sideline, he's going to be forced out after a gain of about 20. And it is first down, Detroit.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Detroit.
Judkins running between the tackles. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
First corner in on the tackle. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. at the 35-yard line.
Now Lawrence. Right side, hauled in by Godwin. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They're down at 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive.
And it's third down.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Making the call himself. And they're going to bring him down, but 8 was enough. They got what they needed. First down coming.
Fred Warner in on the tackle. An 8-yard pickup. First down.
And we won't have another snap. That is the end of our third quarter. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. Start of the fourth quarter, offense set up 1st and 10. Lawrence to throw it. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown Detroit. Pat Freiermuth, his 3rd of the year. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Smith on the return. Things going well so far. Past midfield, and he's got space. It's a foot race. Touchdown! They return the kick all the way to the house. Here's Slide, trying to point after. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. That cuts the lead to 7.
Dolphins 21.
Watching one kick get taken back, partner. Let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Lions and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
2nd down, it's Lawrence. Deep drop this time. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Tight end going in motion here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. This connects with Higgins. Stop is made. Defense drives him out after a gain of about 13. And that's going to be a Lions 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Lions 1st down.
Run right side, Judkins. And he's going to be stopped after about a 3-yard pickup on 1st down. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Another game to Judkins. They're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And that's going to give the Lions the 1st down.
43-yard line. A gain of 12. 1st down, Detroit.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. That's complete downfield to Godwin. There's the stop, but 22 yards given up before it. And it is 1st down, Detroit. So after the play, we have the trainers headed out. Looks like a member of the Dolphins out there is in some discomfort. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action. Lawrence. And in for the Detroit touchdown. Jaden Higgins. His 2nd in the game, doubling his season total. Point after for Boswell. He's up and good. And they now lead by 14 points.
Lions 35, Dolphins 21. Chris Boswell.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Smith on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Dolphins and Bucky Irving ready for their next possession. And he is the NFL leader in rushing yards as we work through November. He's hoping an excellent season can continue as such here. First call here coming from the shotgun. You give to Irving to stop his drive. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a first down run. He picked up 7. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
He finds Smith and Jigba right side. He brought to the ground as they hit him big on that play block. Looks like they're marking the gain at about 25 yards. Here's Nix on 1st and 10. Now 11 for 15 passing in this contest. Looking to throw here. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. And this is going to be about a 6-yard pickup. Coming off a 6-yard completion. Here's 2nd and 4. Nix now to throw. He finds Johnson over the middle. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 30. And the Dolphins first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Trying to run with Irving. And he's in for the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Here's Nix. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails.
That is a gold star effort by the defense. First and foremost, you got to defend against the run on this short of a field. To do that and adapt in time to force an incompletion, that's a win-win.
Returning it from the 4. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line. The Lions and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember. But as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Now pitch it out to Judkins. And he's out of bounds after a gain of about 8. So a nice pickup there, 2nd and 2.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Running the draw here with Judkins. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
3rd down run from Judkins. Nice, there's the stuff they needed, Brock. Got him behind the line, and their offense should get another chance with the football here. The Lions ready for the punt.
It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Dolphins and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. 1st and 10 from the 32. Nix. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And some good running after the catch. He's able to turn that into a gain of 7 on 1st. Nix urging everybody to the line.
2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing now, another shotgun. On the move, headed right. He's keeping it. Nix slides in safely, doing so after he picked up that 1st down. Have to pick up the pace offensively as they go hurry up.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Dolphins 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
Throwing here, Nix. Rushers right there as he releases it. And goes nowhere near the target. Lucky to avoid a sack there, Brock. Get a second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's Nix to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. This is going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
Kid, I was on the field with a young high school quarterback just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side.
This is caught inside the 15. And in for the Miami touchdown. Jackson Smith and Jigba matches his total from last season. They knew what they had to do. First the touchdown. Now a 2-point try to tie it. To throw, here's Nix. And he can't connect with his man, so they tried for 2, but it doesn't work out. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Return starts at the 3. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Lawrence looking to throw. And he's not going to escape this one. They take him down late in this ballgame. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time. 1:55 to go. They're going to pass it here. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. Travis Hunter reels in the pick.
Lawrence's pass intercepted.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
At the 49-yard line.
Here's the give to Irving. Man, those running lanes are closing up fast, aren't they? He's held to just a yard.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Throwing on 2nd, Nix. Forced out to his right. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first.
On the play. And the Dolphins 1st down.
On 1st down, they're going to run with Irving. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Then we 2nd down. Detroit calls timeout. It's 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw it. Buying some time right. Now it'll be caught by Troy Franklin. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line. A timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Well, they've certainly got the field goal in their back pocket, but they're going to try for the touchdown first here and goal to go. First and goal. Here's Irving. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it. So no 3rd touchdown just yet, Brock. Defense able to rally it and finally stop him right there.
Yeah, got to feel a little confidence there finally to hold him out at least this time after watching him get them twice before.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Here's another for Irving. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Fifth DB out there now. Big rep for this defense on 3rd and goal. Right back to Irving now. And maybe should have been thinking pass there, partner. The defense all over this run, and it's going to be 4th and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up.
They get the timeout, and with 1 second left, they're going to get mentally prepped to, you'd think, try this game winner. An entire game now hangs on this attempt by Joey Sly. For an easy kick here, Brock, just 22 yards. The kick is good. He got it. And he drills the chip shot to win them this game. So in the end, it's a Dolphins win here. Man, they were facing a top 5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this mistake.
Ey, Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Muchas novias, hoy tengo a una, mañana a otra, ey. Pero no hay boda. Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Muchas novias, hoy tengo a una, mañana a otra. Me las voy a llevar a todas pa' un VIP, ey. Saluden a Titi, vamos a tirarnos un selfie. 6 chis, ey, que sonrían las que ya le... Un VIP, ey. Saluden a Titi, vamos a tirarnos un selfie. 6 chis, que sonrían las que ya se olvidaron de mí. Me gustan mucho las Gabriela, las Patricia, las Nicole, la Sofía. Mi primera novia en Kinder María y mi primer amor se llamaba Talía. Tengo una colombiana que me escribe todos los días y una mexicana que ni yo sabía. Otra en San Antonio que me quiere todavía y las de PR que toditas son mías. Una dominicana que juega bombón, uva bombón. La de Barcelona que vino en avión y dice que mi dejo que jueguen con mi corazón. Quisiera mudarme con todas por una mansión. El día que me case te envío la invitación, muchacho, deja eso. Ey, Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Muchas novias, hoy tengo una, mañana otra, ey. Pero no hay boda. Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Ey, muchas novias, hoy tengo una, mañana otra. Titi me preguntó.
Muchacho, ¿y para qué tú quieres tanta novia?
Me las voy a llevar a todas pa' un VIP, ey. Saluden a Titi, vamos a tirar un selfie. 6 chis, ey, que sonrían las que ya le... Un VIP, ey. Saluden a Titi, vamos a tirar un selfie. 6 chis, que sonrían las que ya se olvidaron de mí.
Oye, muchacho, el diablo azaroso. Suéltese más vivir que tú tienes en la calle. Búscate una mujer.
After signing his new contract, one of the league's best pass rushers will be getting after the quarterback in the same uniform for years to come.
Yo no confío, nah, ni en mí mismo confío. Si quieres quedarte, hoy que hace frío y mañana te vas. Nah, muchas quieren mi baby, quieren tener mi primogénito, ey, y llevarse el crédito. Ya me aburrí y quiero uno nuevo. Hazle caso a tu amiga, ella tiene razón. Yo voy a romperte el corazón, Ey, no te enamores de mí, sorry, yo soy así, ey, no sé por qué soy así. Hazle caso a tu amiga, ella tiene razón. Yo voy a romperte el corazón, No te enamores de mí, no, sorry, yo soy así, ya, no quiero ser así, no.
6 days a week, it's going to be used to forge horseshoes, but 1 day a week, an anvil is used to forge victories here in Indianapolis. And it's been wrong once again at the city's Lucas Oil Stadium, telling us all it is time for football. It's Bashard Smith now with the return. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
This quarterback knows, heck, I think this whole offense knows, it's within their power to drive this game out of reach in a hurry. You're running one of the best offenses in your face in the defense that really has been struggling on the opposite end of those rankings. This game, it's got to be one of your best. Take advantage of this matchup.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Now Nix. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And this is taken ahead to the 37. Alex Anzalone there on the stop. 3rd and just 2 to go. Irving trying to run for the first. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. The It's going to be interesting here, Brock. A lot of folks thought that they had that first down, and you saw them viscerally react when the ball was spotted just shy of that marker.
You know what the Irish would say to that? No, nay, never. Not on my watch can you run it down my throat.
So out come the Colts for their first offensive possession. They're going to be led out by someone possibly playing his final NFL season. Still going in his early 40s. It is Aaron Rodgers.
Count me. I'll raise my hand. I'm really interested to see what this is going to look like. The league's best defense and how you go about as a quarterback attacking them. I know this. You've got to be on point because this defense makes you earn everything.
Finds a seam down the middle. The big chunk picked up on that play. Over 20, and it gets him the first.
23 yards. That's good for a Colts. First down.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. He can get his 1 yard, ran that right into the defensive front. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. 20 carries, going for over 130 yards. Now a toss. This is Jacobs. Past midfield to the 45. Has room down the left sideline. It's an Indianapolis touchdown. Yeah, tip of the cap to this offense, Brock. A bit of a surprising opening touchdown. Not because of the guys on O, but because they're facing the NFL's best defense.
You know, sometimes, Kate, when you're facing, I don't know, the best pitcher in baseball, they like to say you better get them early. Because if you don't get them early, you're not going to get them at all. This defense will make some adjustments, but kudos for them to take advantage of that opening drive.
Now Kramer on to send it away. Dylan Loudby on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
But by the time he shifted into a different gear and began that foot race up the left sideline, you could tell this return was already getting out of hand. And what a gift for this offense. He now gets to take over. A lot of the work in the field position already done.
Now the extra blocking sure didn't spring that wrong the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. And it was a... But he can't keep kicking. It's incomplete. That brings us to third down. Nick's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He's making a bid for it. And he is stopped. They get to him inches from a touchdown. That's going to make it first and goal. Irving takes it in. Touchdown, Miami. Even among all the drives that have come across this winning streak, Brock, these early scores, they just stand out. That is tough to do no matter how many wins you've had in a row.
Yeah, that's true. And we see this in the NFL, right?
Yeah.
Every year, these teams, it just kind of takes shape before our eyes, and they just believe in themselves. And this team is humming right now.
That one right down the middle. And that ties things at 7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Colts sending their offense back downstairs. The one ushering them to the field's coordinator, Jim Bob Cooter. This marks his 4th year as OC with the Colts, and it was actually Indy Brock who gave him his first NFL job as an offensive assistant back in 2009. Here's the start. Play hits for 15 before it, though. And that's going to be good for a Colts first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Rodgers off the play action. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Motion the slot man right. 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Contact on the throw, and yeah, this one never had a chance. To the ground, it is incomplete. That sets up 3rd down. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throw here, 3rd down. That side, this is reeled in by Warren. And he's not going to make it. They stop him short, so expect a punt coming up here on 4th down. The Colts are ready for the punt.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Irving. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27. And already we're seeing the modern games they can play with personnel. You talk about this all the time, Brock. Look like a passing set. Left them some room on the ground.
10, 11, heck, even 20 personnel, doesn't matter. Offensively, you get to dictate the terms. Kind of like those pitchers and catchers that once in a while will pitch backwards and keep your opponent off guard.
Design bootleg here. Vacates quickly left side. This is brought in. Big game for Smith and Jigba. And they'll get to him here. Play finally put to an end after about 15 yards gained, and they got that first down too. They take the handoff. Now Nix. He rolls to his right. It's caught right side by Johnson. And give him close to 7 before the defense can drive him out. Pass and catch got him 7. Let's see where they go now on 2nd and 3. Play action with Nix. Completed to his running back. He's going to be forced out there. Play gains about 7. And that is a Miami first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Miami.
On the gig. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. But the Dolphins able to track that one down and cover it. So crisis, at least momentarily, averted. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be 2nd down. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Now they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they're still moving it well.
I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series. He's the one driving it.
Buys time, rolling right. Connects with Johnson. Look at this effort, just enough. Driving forward, gets them the first. Irving here from the gun. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
Well, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
He's got a man left. They'll get in there for the stop. Damage limited to 8 yards. And that's going to be good for a Dolphins first down. We're back for the second quarter. Dolphins in a real good spot to score. Irving on the inside give. And it's another first down this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Down at the 1-yard line. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They can touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for second and goal. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. Get in the red zone defensively. You'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
And it's incomplete on third and goal.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there. Unable to bring it in.
This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Makai Lemon with his first NFL touchdown. Slice point after is good. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
14-7.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Nixon now to return it. Escapes the defender. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. They've got a chance to tie this up here as they trail 14-7. Starting on the ground with Jacobs. And a power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big games of next week. There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all